Welcome. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of verse studies and formalism. At its core, formalism is the belief that literature should be studied as its own unique art form, not just as a reflection of psychology or society. Instead of explaining poetry through economics, sociology, or psychology, formalists focus on the internal features of the text itself, its structure, rhythm, and language. This approach set the stage for a new way of thinking about literature, one that values the autonomy of literary art. As we begin, keep in mind how this perspective shaped the study of poetry and why it still matters today. The early 20th century, disciplines like sociology, linguistics, and literary studies fought hard to establish their independence from psychology. Thinkers like Emil Durkheim and Ferdinand de Saussure argued that their fields had unique subjects and methods that couldn't be reduced to psychological explanations. Russian formalists such as Boris Eichenbaum and Viktor Shklovsky echoed this sentiment in literature. They believed that to truly understand poetry, one must analyze its form and structure, not just its social or psychological context. This battle for disciplinary autonomy shaped the way we study literature, emphasizing the importance of focusing on the text itself. Among all branches of literary studies, poetics or verse studies stands out for its commitment to formalist principles. Scholars like Mikhail Gasparov and Maxim Shapir analyzed poetry by looking at its internal patterns, such as rhyme and meter, rather than external social factors. For example, Gasparov described the history of Russian rhyme as a series of crises and resolutions within the poetic tradition itself. Even when some, like Shapir, connected poetic changes to historical events, the main focus remained on the evolution of verse forms. This hermetic approach has helped poetics preserve its unique identity, making it a rare field that still explains literary facts through literary means. Recent years, the rise of digital humanities has brought new methods to literary studies. Franco Moretti, for example, introduced distant reading, using data and quantitative analysis to study literature. While Moretti was inspired by Russian formalists, his approach often explains literary trends through social and economic factors, such as the influence of the book market. This marks a shift from pure formalism to a blend of form and context. The debate continues. Should literature be explained by its own internal rules or by the world around it? As digital tools become more common, the future of verse studies and formalism remains an open question. To wrap up, formalism has played a crucial role in shaping how we study literature, especially poetry. By insisting on the autonomy of literary art, formalists challenged us to look closely at the text itself. While new methods and debates continue to emerge, the core idea remains powerful. Literature has its own logic and beauty, deserving of study on its own terms. Whether you lean toward pure formalism or embrace broader contexts, understanding this legacy helps us appreciate the richness and complexity of literary art. Thanks for joining us on this journey through verse studies and formalism.